honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash.
Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of great millstone that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the Archeum. No corners are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. We're outside here again, another week to warn our people. You know, more so to tell them that hey, the time is at hand. You know, the time is at hand.
That's right.
You know, a lot of things happening, a lot of things are being planned or being put in place to happen. You know, Trump putting tariffs on everybody, sanctioning everybody, doing what he wants. Yeah, he watchdog, doing what he wants. Everybody doing what they're supposed to do, you know what I mean? So we're the only ones have to do what we're supposed to do, you know?
Talking about, say what did we shut the 10 ones shall get before. We see it happening right now. Because Trump right now, with the things that he's doing, right now, everybody needs to vex with Trump.
Everybody would have, well, I think 2 want to leave, and well, you know, is Britain leave already years ago? Is it or something?
Nobody leaving on. Nobody leaving.
2 of them want to leave. Something like
no,
that.
the conversation.
It's the EU.
Yeah. The conversation that happening right now is that, like, even early this morning, about 3 o'clock this morning, Elon Musk, you know, which is considered Trump right-hand man as we speak. Well, one of his right-hand men, right? You know, and he have a purpose. He have a purpose of why he's there, right? And he will go into the MOTV. He will go into the section of the MOTV, right? But 3 o'clock this morning came out to say that America should leave NATO, right? And it's the second time he's saying it within the span of like 2 weeks, two and a half, 2 weeks. You know, the second time he's saying it outrightly that they should leave NATO, right? As the brother was mentioning, he only was opening like tensions between America and Europe. You know, I believe it was earlier in the week. Trump came out to say that he wouldn't give NATO any help if war or other things that break out.
Unless pay some.
Yeah, certain
somebody
things.
has to pay their share or something like that.
Or you also see France talking about they was one of the first people to mention that they want to leave NATO because of the things that being done against America. And you know, as Ibarra mentioned, we see the beast hitting the hole, right? And that goes into prophecy, and we're going to see that far more in the time to come. You know, we're going to see once allies turn enemies, as the scriptures say, a kingdom fighting against a kingdom. You know, how shall it stand? That's what we try and face.
Satan fight against Satan, how shall his kingdom stand?
Talking about what they say, wars and rumors of wars. So you see all these different countries starting to oppose each other.
Yeah. Not only that, too, all the countries that want to be, all these nations that want to leave the so and everybody wants to do their own thing and establish their own self, because now Germany having talks about they want to increase their the security. I don't know how to word it, but the money for security.
They already do it already. The defense.
Yeah, money for defense now, but to allocate within the budget, they want to put more money into that because and it's them it's someone of the English countries, right? Someone in the countries in the UK or something. So
Poland.
UK?
Poland.
Yeah,
Poland
talking about we need to make sure all the males between us engage military training. We want to carry it from 200,000 to 500,000 troops we have in case anything break out. We want to and possibly want to become nuclear capable, and so everybody looking to everybody looking to acquire the biggest thing.
You see, right? that also goes into. Let me just bring this up here before I continue. Right? You see the book of Matthew chapter 3, verse 2. It's saying, repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Sure. And that's the mindset is supposed to be. You know, to repent. You know, to cease from your sin and turn back to the Lord. You know, because there's only one way you're going to get saved. And we know it go deeper than just what people think it be is of the elect will not be saved, right? The rest are going to be destroyed. But we come into a time of where Paul, as France Prime Minister said earlier in the week, when he hold his address, he called it a time of uncertainty. Now for us, we know it's not a time of uncertainty because we know what it is we're heading into. The scriptures mention about the third war, right, which goes into World War II. That is what we're heading into now. We Jacob's trouble and all these things will be in the midst. But for these other people outside here, they would be considered the ones that would be in a time of uncertainty because they never taken heed to the prophecies which is put forth in front of them. As the Lord said, for the end is being made manifest. Right? That is 2nd Ezra 9. Right? See the end is being no, we're gonna bring it out because that's why I bring it out, you know. See the end is being made manifest, and how the end is being made manifest is through what? Through the sign. Right? And we, as the brother now mentioned so much, and I just what we touching upon is like just like 10% of the way this happened for the week. You look at every single day you're hearing something new. Trump became this week he was officially announced as the president with the most signed orders, you know. What always call it executive orders, you know. You see what going on in Russia and Ukraine, you see what going on in the Middle East, you know, you see talks with certain things, you know, even earlier this week, Trump was given Trump make a statement that he say that America have to deal with Iran soon. You know, it had to deal with Iran soon. So, you see what this we heading into in a time of war. And the scripture say wars and rumors of wars. Yeah, you have to say that. Yeah, go ahead now. First?
Yes, 5 as in 5.
You know, and that's the time we're heading into. So that's why it's such an important thing so that you want to turn back to the Lord. That's such an important thing that you want to be righteous. Yeah, you know. The time we're heading into. You know, it's a time of war. Should talk about perilous times. You know, a time of great imminent danger, right? Where that?
Yeah, there's come on closer. It's 1 Thessalonians 5. I'll start from 1. It say, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. It say, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
And you see, there's such a major thing because why? No one know any time the Lord coming back. You know, they say not even the angels, right? And just to say like you doesn't know when a thief coming. You can prepare for a thief, and that's the thing. We preparing for the Lord coming back, right? But we don't know the exact date. You know, the Lord give you, as you say, a season, give you time. So it's by signs you go what you buy, right? It's by signs. So we could say, well, we are at the end of times, but eventually the end of times it will have an end. Do we know the particular day of the end? That's why the Lord say, you come like a thief in the night. You don't know when a thief coming. The only time you know a thief there is when you hear the noise. You understand? Wait, somebody inside. Right? You know? Somebody inside. Right? So brother.
They say verse 3, it say, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
So there is a mindset that Jacob being. Peace and safety. That go back to what now? That go back to the days of Noah. You know, because why? They don't think that destruction coming. They don't think that second death coming. Right? They don't think that. Right? So why? So they'll be in a mindset of peace and safety. You feel these people want to hear about you're talking about World War II. You feel these people want to hear about the MOTB. You feel these people want to hear about Poland becoming nuclear capable. Well, and to me, they're already Poland is a big nation, but I also go back to you know, I go back to what now? The weak shall say the what? Strong. That is why we see all those prophecies playing forth before our eyes, and that is why we live in a glorious times, a glorious time. Right? This is what the prophets, you see the patience of the saints. You know these are things we want to see. You understand?
You also got to in that next prophecy because plenty of this country not coming capable. At the same time, they know that they can't withstand America on their own. So who the gravity into Russia? which is BRICS, which is prophecy by itself, because we know Russia has a big part to play. You understand? The downfall of America.
Oh, there's one of the major parts to play for that. But remember that the reason why all of them have to be so as well too, because it goes into like the prophecy in Revelation talk about the 200 million missiles. You know? So that, and the thing about it is that even some of America own will fall upon them, even their own missiles will fall upon them. Right? But again, we in that time. Said you don't come like a thief in the night, so you have to do what? You have to prepare yourself. You know? Right? So that's it. So watch, take heed, pray. You understand? That is where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be outside here trying to fight up with them. Well, no, we know we live in here, so obviously we have to work in this and so forth. But the way how people want to be attached to this place, the attachments, as Agnes mentioned, for the person they want to be, what is it, inclusion? You understand? Inclusion. You know, the brother mentioned it a couple of times for the past few weeks. Inclusion. They want to be included within society. That's what the Lord say. Friend of the world is enmity.
Enmity with
the Most High, you know? And that's such an important thing, because now when they become a friend to the world, when he's a friend, you'll follow what the friend doing. You understand? That's why that statement's like birds of a feather flock together. That's why your friend, that's why your mother and them used to tell a long time, friends are scary, don't bring you back. It's a reason why these statements was made, you know? We can go to scriptures for that, but the reason why I bring up why you don't want to be a friend of the world, because a friend will follow a friend. And usually in this society, a friend will ever correct a friend, right? They'll make a friend do whatever it is they please. Now when he's a friend to the world, whatever the world do, just because he's a friend, he will follow. So when it comes to one of the major things would be the what? The MOTV. So when the world will be taking the MOTV, what would you do? What would you do? You being a friend to the world, what would you do? You would take it. You understand? Because why? You want to be, when you say that, inclusive, you know?
My friend is somebody that's trusted. A friend is somebody else put your trust or your faith in. Like what the Lord say, they say, you are my friend if you do whatsoever I command you.
And that's the thing. So literally we headed into those times, right? As the brother mentioned, as you say, you know, Poland, you see Germany, the current tensions that I have right now with Germany and America, you know. We don't talk about Tima, right? You know, they also prepare their men for war, right? They also is one of the nations preparing their men for war. You know, I believe it's at the end. I think it's Poland states at the end of the year, all the men have to be trained. You know, or they are going to be trained. So that means, you know, things are, and we don't know by the end of the we don't know how things will play off, and shit can get worse by the end of next week. And they might say, oh, hey, you better call all the men now. You know, start drafting.
So they're training, just everybody go and fight.
And then something tell them, you know, seeing the spread that happening in this place, that might happen soon. Right? That's why you see the countries getting the men prepared, like again, Germany, Poland, France, you know, getting the men ready. Right? The question you want to ask yourself is what they're getting ready for. That's the question you have to ask. What they're getting ready for. What are they getting ready for? You understand? Eventually you will know. Because again, you see the signs of a war happening. You see the crash now of the stock market. It don't matter how much times Trump he buying out, when I say buying out the stock market, he buying it out for pushing money back in there, it's still ending up on the negative. It's still red. And people questioning like why it's still red if these major billionaires invested in it? Why it's still red? It's because it's going into a time of a crash. We're talking about a stock market crash, a housing market crash. Whatever market it is, it's going to crash. Right? Those are also prophecy.
You know, they're bringing one system and they're getting rid of the next system.
So go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead and let me know.
See, verse 3, right? First Thessalonians 5 verse 3 say, For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travaileth upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Sudden destruction will come upon them, and as the brother was saying before, because why they are friends with the world, so they will put a trust in the world, they put a trust in the system. You know, the trust in how do you say it? In Greater America, because they want to make America greater again, and the whole intention, right? Yeah, the trust in the defense of America. You know, because America like to portray itself as, you know what I mean, the biggest bully on the block now, man.
Yeah.
No, you know, if everybody group up, the bully wouldn't stand a chance.
You know the big boy on the block, you know, in the kindergarten, come and take it like Debo. Trying to play Debo, and then you know, like everybody else start pushing weights. Everybody start bodybuilding and weightlifting until they realize that you can't beat everybody you see in.
And that's what going on now with, like, if you watch, for example, the tariffs, like when you, like how you put it on the tariffs, you know, there's the other countries like, okay, well, we going back on it too. But some years ago they would have never do that. They're actually fighting to be like how, like how we can stop that tariff from happening. And when they push on the tariffs now, you know, this year they come back and say, well, no, well, I will know, the tariffs are going to happen now. They're going to happen in next month, you know, because we get to turn back on the tariffs that he pushing for. But the other countries, again, the weak shall see the strong. You know, those nations that were once considered weak, they're like, okay, all right, cool. You have power, we have power too. You know, you have nukes, we have nukes too. You know, and we ready. As China tell them,
ready for any kind of war.
China tell them twice.
Yeah. Any type of war that you want to come to us with, we are prepared. They say not even worth fighting. You will not lose. It's a no. You will not win.
Yeah, we're not win.
You will not win.
The nations, you know, the nations, they're ready. You understand? They're ready. As I was trying to tell them twice in this week. Tell them you're going on. You know the unjust ways of them putting on the tariffs. The China man tell them more tell them you're going on. Be ready. Be ready for any type of war. Whether it be trade war, tariff war, hot or cold war. We're ready for any war, and we will not, and you will, it will be a losing war for them. You understand?
You see, honestly, when you look at all the leaders right now who are really in certain positions, they ain't playing enough.
No, they ain't playing.
North Korea, they ain't playing. All the leaders right now, they're not playing. They're on a whole different mindset.
You know, with the scripture in Surah, I was holding this here, right? But the man, this is Proverbs, I believe in. Yes, I'm going to get it quickly.
I'm 29, I think 2.
Which one it is?
King's Heart.
Yeah, give me that. That's 29. And last year, I know it's in Proverbs. That's what I was said. Because that is what's going on. You see the same way, like how the Lord was hardening Pharaoh heart? the Lord hardening these kings' heart. They never prepared because the Lord says he's the host of the battle. You understand? What the host of the do? The host of the organize. You understand? Yeah, that's
Host is the coordinator.
Yeah, Proverbs 29 and 2. Yeah. Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. He said, when the righteous are in authority, not that one? Is which one?
No, the king's heart in the hand of the Lord.
I thought it was 29.
No, 21. It's 21-1. There's somewhere around the entry. It's 21-1. But bring back the whole Proverbs 29. But give me the Proverbs
21?
Yeah.
Proverbs 21 verse 1. It said the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
Yes, so the king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. It's the Lord doing all these things. You understand? The Lord doing all these things. Anytime we do that, the Lord give us a manual of what it is He going to do. You understand? It's such a fearful thing, isn't it? When you really think about it, it's such a fearful thing that every single thing written here happening right now. And it have to happen. And you see the crazy thing about it, it still will have the unbelievers. Even though all the things shooting here happening, right? It still will have the unbelievers. And we know it will have the one thing that I say, and things working double, one against another. Right? The same way it have the believers, it have the unbelievers. It's the same way it have the sinners or the righteous and so forth and so on. Right? But when you think about it, the Lord, it's such a fearful thing is that giving it up. Literally written what is going to happen. It's happening. And people still choose not to believe, but still can't say that. That is just show you how they're going on. Hey, blind shall lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. So 2/3 on the land going to be cut off. Right? And all these other things, that is show you, it's a fearful thing. Very, very fearful thing. Right? And the Lord said, so much of the scripture said to fear the Lord. You understand? Brother?
The scripture say what they say, nothing against you, but for the truth. Even when you think you're fighting against it, you do it exactly. Read it over. It said in Proverbs 21 verse 1, it said the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he tilleth it whithersoever he will.
You know what you tell do whatever it is, whatever the Lord what the king had to be, whatever the Lord what the king to do, he do it whatever it is the Lord feel to do. And the Lord setting forth these kings are they're preparing them for war. You understand? They're setting stone.
Like that go back into Revelation. Where it say what he say he had put it in his heart, in their hearts to fulfill his will. He put it in the heart first to be subject unto him. And now he put it in the heart to rebel against him.
Yeah, they don't. I know they mention the bully how bully America is. When the scriptures talk about how the ruling nations and went rat. You understand? But what?
You finish with that piece of work?
Yeah.
Alright, give me a second. It's just 9 and 2.
That from
Yeah, you can start from 1.
Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Alright, so he said measure the time diligently itself. Why? Because time does dictate prophecy. Right? So as time progresses, so does prophecy. So will prophecies happen and unfold.
right.
You understand? Now we see it happening simultaneously. Wars, famines, diseases, all at the same time. As what? As time progresses. I go back to precept saying, except the days be shortened. You understand? For the elect's sake. You know what I mean? Roughly paraphrasing. Because why? Because if these things don't happen the way they're happening, no flesh would be saved. All that we would have been caught up in it. You understand? Men would have get weary after however long. You know what I mean? So on and so forth. But so what I have version of show that how it's happening the way it's happening now. You know? Look at all the things happening in 1 week. In 1 week. China said they're ready for war. This one saying, well, you do what you want. We saying we don't want to be a part of this no more. All of us after 18 years. After longer, almost as long as the parents are alive. You understand? Them was one group, and now, ironically now, when Esau knew that the kingdom go and fall, everybody wants to abandon. Because why? That is scripture like prophecies. You know?
Verse 3. He said, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Yeah, right from the beginning. So as the brother was saying, he had really scripted the movie, and right now we just watching the movie play out. You understand? Because the script does tell you what going to happen in the movie. So he released the script. We just had to pay attention to it now.
It's more peace.
That is it.
Lord, see the prophecies right? As we also then the scripture said give them warning. You understand? They come and say that they only warning and things like that. You know, you think about that, you know, you're saying that there. And it will remind me of a certain picture in my head. You know the movies when, you know, something before some kind of big catastrophic event or before some chaotic event, you know, there's always show you the prophet on the side of the road holding up a sign.
Yeah, they show you the so-called madman.
Yeah, they show you
go with that sign. Repent.
Yeah.
What was the next one? The kingdom is coming on heaven is at hand or something like that.
The end is soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, son.
They always portray him as a madman. But he's always have a cameo in the movies and
Yeah,
he's always get a shot.
Yeah, before something
A
catastrophic.
clean shot too, eh?
Before something catastrophic, before something crazy happen.
And
yes.
ironically, it's always them movies with an alien invasion.
You know about that? It usually like when you watch plenty of these movies like with something like they say the end and go something apocalyptic. Before the apocalyptic scenario, it always have like people warning the people about something to come. And the people just choose not to be there. You know, they believe.
Not to, yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah.
They
They say they come to our house as like dumb.
Like madness. They come to our lives as madness. Yeah, that's right.
Say no, the terror the Lord will persuade men. That's the reason why we say because the terror the Lord coming upon this place. Right? And Lord say, but I want to say better something like a thief in the night. Yeah, come to set to what the Lord coming to destroy. Right? They're coming to destroy. You know, and all I go back into the prophecies of when the Lord, the scriptures talk about the Lord of many crowns. Crowns go back into the kingdoms that will come right here. Yeah. Why?
Go ahead in the second version.
He said verse 5, for like as all things that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
Right, word manifest means what? To reveal. So now we see in the end. That's why the brother could say, everything that happening now was written up. You understand? That's why he could have made that statement, because the end is manifest. We see in the script come to life, in other words.
Yeah.
You know? As like 2nd Ezra 15 and
16
14.
and 16.
Yes, 15 and 16, but what we can about more in 15 and verse 14, but nobody else.
Oh,
Go on.
Because remember, the brother saying we live in the time of 2nd Ezra
15 and 16. Can, yeah, can.
And eventually you're going to play out to the 16 when you talk about how they're going to come upon the men that fear the Lord.
Exactly.
You know, all these things, but we living in that time. You understand?
Can.
Especially the invading one another's houses.
Yeah.
So when that shit start.
Yeah.
That's it, you know, right now, you know, yeah, they envision the things that are happening. How you're going to be in the time to come. You see, there is something you just fail to realize. It's like, one way or the other, you're going to end up in this situation. You can't get away from it. You understand? You can't get away from it. They don't see you go plead it to all fresh. You understand? None of them going to escape. You understand? None of them going to
It's
escape.
the moment the hour of temptation shall come upon all the world. Even us. Especially us, not just even us, especially us. You understand? So, if we, as the scripture say, it say if the righteous scarcely be saved, where will the sinner and the ungodly happen? You know?
And the Lord already tell us about the things that are going to happen to the wicked. They're going to be disturbed for the fire and so on and so on. You know, there are many things that come upon this place. I say, when you really think about it, when you're reading 2nd Ezra, just now, when you know the scriptures, that's why it's such an important thing to envision when you're just reading. Because at the end of the day, you're going to end up in this scenario one way or the other. You see, when we go picture, we go think in our mind, like when the Lord said that he become a good soldier, the Lord say they will throw us in prison. You know, sometimes when you read the scripture, you hear it, it's like it's a vision in itself, how you go be in that moment. But you can only think about it like that. But in that moment, the Lord going to pray it, however it is to be, you made to be there.
I was no one say that, I was no one say, however you think it could be, it's going to be worse.
Yeah, it's going to be worse.
It's going to be worse.
Or however you think you might activate, it will be different.
However you think you'll say, yeah, they'll just put me in a cell and just feed me 3 meals a day and tell me, well, go in the yard and I could do that. No, it's going to be worse.
Yeah.
They might feed you also. Look at the ones in the detention center in America.
Yeah.
The Latinos, I think, they get food in weeks.
Yeah,
You understand?
Trump cut the funding to the
AIDS, yeah.
You understand? And technically speaking, this is not aid, no. And technically speaking, that is not US aid, no. Because this is a government, this is an arm of government.
Yeah, I'm okay.
We cannot aid our own government. How that making sense? US aid is foreign aid. That is not foreign aid, this is US soil. You understand?
No, but even though
He cut the food, he cut the funding.
everything, yeah, he cut
Right.
everything, yeah.
You understand? So it's not USA. They're not even a part of USA really, you know. It's a part of the prison system. That's what it is.
And he cut that.
And he had them starving inside it. You understand? It's things like this is what going to be happening to us because I mean, we is the worst in them eyes. You know?
We are.
You understand? Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
hungry, man.
It's hungry. You understand?
So that's what you see the two actors just goes to show like that what we say is like at the page of when we start us, you know, the elder from England, you see this thing is now about a tough. How you say like a tough is right thing. You understand? Because you can be tough, yeah. But when adversity reach, you get weak.
Tough. Yeah, because you could go and watch Netflix, you could be tough here. You go online and porn here, you see your porn your fan here, you could be bad now.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to play.
Yeah, water in your fridge, cool in the ice.
We also there to what? We also there, as you say, as the elder rightfully said, we also there to go what? Give all the knowledge. You know, so there be no tough fish like ting and no, because yeah, why? All those guys who just perpetrate that tough Israelite thing, one was Pega. Pegasus. You understand? One was spoke buying. I told rather use it or not, I don't know. But he thought of just buying it alone and he did buy it, it didn't reach. You know? Right? Or you have IUIC on them. Play the stuff there right on the horses in the time to come when that shit stop. What will happen? All that tough Israelite things, all that thing about, you know, you're going to change the name, that done. They want to change like a name, right? All the time the name is a evil name, because you know, IUIC, they really change the name. When that time when they notice, well, hey, adversity reach, you know, the government come upon them, the name is like a sellout, right? They will be like, yo, we asking for? Nah, I mean, that's not me. Yeah.
That wasn't me. It wasn't with nobody.
And the thing about it is, when the cabby, they were the scenario Peter, well, the cabby Peter is a purpose of why he did that. You understand? But I know they can never be in Peter's shoes. You know, somehow they right now denounce Peter and Paul writings and things that they do. You understand? Yeah. They denounce all them stuff. And right. Anyway,
that was the head disciple.
Peter was the head.
Yeah, Petrus, the rock.
Rock.
Yeah, that was his name in the rock.
To the kingdom.
Go back to David.
Yeah.
On destruction.
Yeah, that's what I was remember. That's what I was trying to remember.
That's how we go back to David because he promised David the kingdom.
But
Tell David you're going to be in charge.
That's what he says. Only one particular person was given that authority. Now, what we're talking about here is something beyond
the regular. You can't get that. That's important.
Yeah. And that is, and even to add to that, even to believe what that movie saying, it had to be by faith. Because that is technically not written out like that, but that is by faith, and that is why it's such an important thing. That is why there's one to say.
You know, it have a saying, seeing is believing, well, in the truth, believing is seeing.
Yeah, and that is why
that's how you don't see it, because you have to
believe. You have to believe. That's why even you try to tell we did tell that to Thomas, yeah, if you hadn't seen it, you understand, you have to wait till you see it. But blessed are them that will not even see by, that will not even see me. That believe and they didn't see.
Come on now, man.
You know?
Them believe I die for them and them know where I'm wrong right now. Them will go out in my name and them not even know where I'm wrong right now and believe in me. Bless them as well. Put your hand, put your hand.
Yeah, you want to touch, because that is what you did tell her.
That's what you tell the other two, because two of them see him, you know, because you're talking with them, and when you come and tell Thomas, you say, Thomas, boy, the Messiah, this and that. Nah, you're mad. That not true, right? I have to see that for myself. I have to put my hand in the ribs.
Just come and say,
the Messiah said so, no problem. Come Thomas.
You say you only believe.
And you wanted to put your hand in my ribs? Go ahead.
Yeah, and you wanted to feel
the wound in your hand.
And if you prove him, you say you only reason you believe.
It's because you saw. But blessed are them that believe and don't even see. They don't even know.
And you see, guys,
you can't even gratify it.
And I'm show you something to her. Guys, that will show you like how it is when you deal with men in the truth as well. Because even that was one of the 12. Right? And what and the old child also keep on continually correcting the 12 show the time. You understand? You have many scenarios you could bring up, but it's men that still, even though you correct them, they're still fulfilling their purpose. You understand? They will still do the will of the Lord. You know?
Men will be men. Men will be men.
Men will be men.
All have fallen short and come short of the glory of God.
Scripture says, made unto vanity.
Can't.
You know? But as brothers bring on the second address, that's what look at the word manifest, right? And this is to show you how even when these women also they say manifest is even used in a wrong way. You understand? But just because again when they actually go into like the reason why they just use the word manifest, or the reason why, because it go back to actually following, a religious
Yeah,
following.
you was telling me that. You was telling me that.
No, it actually have a pantheism. Yeah. But they actually have the following faith, they actually have a name for some universal thing now. So, and them that started on the internet, and that's how it spread like worldwide to the manifestation and all this stuff like the Hindu woman using the manifestation, but they use it in a wrong way then. You know?
They don't use the word as
so
you
you
mean it.
in Brahma script don't use the word manifest in that.
Yeah. Second Ezra 9 and verse 5, he said, for like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
And the end is what?
Manifest.
So when you look at the word manifest, it says clear or obvious to the eye or mind. So that is what the word obvious manifest means. But I also bring it up when you mentioned it just now. But when you look at it on Google, it means clear or obvious to the eye or mind. So when they say manifest, because it's why it's actually seeing that it's clear that what it is happening. But how they just want to use manifest is it was something to come.
Yeah.
You know?
To come to life.
No, that's not. Yeah. I'm manifesting this in the future.
Yeah, I'm manifesting. Like, wow, really?
You know?
Say, well, that witchcraft, like OBI.
Yeah.
So you know that OBI you're doing.
Yeah,
Just you speaking life and the thing. You use this on our water.
Yeah.
You bad, sir.
Yeah.
I think when it is used that way, by using that avenue, you're getting what you want, bypassing all
Yeah,
this
but you can't.
restrictions.
But
Anyway, you want from now.
But I go back to idolatry.
Done, but that waiters. It's witchcraft.
Witchcraft.
The waiters is witchcraft.
That is why you see a lot of other people outside here really and truly all these witches and warlocks.
Done, and here, they don't even
So,
know that. They don't even add so much punishment for a witch.
Nah, they know that.
Like, they don't even know that way. I just want now, like a little, like, as I say, like the only oblivious to the fact that, hey, this not supposed to happen like this, you know. Like everybody just doing it and nobody go wake up or sit down and say, but how come long time my grandmother and them never manifest nothing? You know this kind of way? I never hear my mother talk about manifest. I wonder why. Like nobody goes sit down and think about that way. Boy, and they just running there, and whatever little bit of pleasure they get from something, they're running headstrong with it, you know, they go on clear, you know. You can't stop them, you know. Manifesting working, we running with manifestation. Run until the wheels fall off. But I was like, wow.
The scripture said what? It said is love of money is the root of all evil.
Can't.
Nowadays with money, you could get whatever it is you want more or less.
Can't.
Money is like a tool to
Money is a defense.
manifest anything.
Right? Money is a defense, and what's the next piece of about money? Money answer all things. But the love of it, you understand, that is the root of all. What you're willing to do for it?
I know they will do anything for
I
it.
know one say that.
You know? They will do anything for it.
Willing.
They said big interest what the price is right.
That's the price. That's the
Price is right.
And that was a game show. That was a game show.
Yeah, the price is right. The price is right.
So it's a clear or obvious to the eye or mind. It says show a quality of feeling by one's acts or appearance or demonstrate. So it's not even talking about things. None of the meanings even go to something in the future. It just means here, right? It means things that obviously mind.
Yeah, what I'm doing is conjuring.
Yeah.
Instead of manifestation, them should be saying be conjuring. You know, this and if you check a die what it is, you're conjuring it.
Even
Calling it from somewhere else.
Even where you get the word manifesto from, manifesto something is right about
Right before you actually do something,
Yeah.
you just manifest it by what? Actually going and, as the brother said, your behavior or actions by going and do whatever it is. So when like you arrest somebody who tried to kill some high ranking official, 9 times out of 10 they have a manifesto saying why they go in and do it, who they does follow and all these things. That is what manifesto is. Government agencies have manifestos. The budget is a manifesto, you know. That's the next name for the budget. When they say, well, alright, we want to give X million to this, X million to education, X million to defense, that is a manifesto. This is what we are going to do. You understand? We're going to make this obvious. We want to bring this to reality. You understand? But nah, we manifesting $3 million in the next half an hour. That is content, that is witchcraft. That's what that is. You know? But go ahead and second is just that.
Yeah, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 6.
Chapter 9, verse 6.
Chapter 9.
Chapter 9, Salakia, verse 6. He said, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings
Right.
in
Plain
wonder
beginnings, right?
and powerful works
Right,
and
powerful
endings.
works, because why? Yahweh Shai and the angels, but they created everything. They created this powerful works by the command of the Most High. Right? Go ahead.
He said, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs.
Endings in effects and signs. The effect of something is the aftermath of something that happened before. Right? The signs are the times. That is what you're watching, measure the time diligently yourself. That is what you're looking at, the signs for the work, for the prophecies. We sit down reading the script and watching the movie at the same time to make sure everything, well, alright, yeah, this lining up. Let's say on the 14 minutes and the 28 seconds is going to happen. Boom, alright, keep going. And that is how it is. You understand? When you're reading the scriptures and you're watching what's going on in society today, we could tell for a fact that everything that's going to happen will happen. Because everything that happened already was written to happen. You understand? So we show that, hey, we're going to have a third major war. Not no small little proxy war. One government coming on a press conference and saying, we don't like this one, we're putting tariff on this one, we're sanctioning this one across, so we no longer are part of this group now. It will be all out war. You understand? Because as it stands, the earth split into two right now. It's either you're a part of BRICS or you're a part of NATO.
And that goes back to the scripture. It says everything working double and one against
another.
So everything will always be in two. Everything in two will be a false.
It will be a just balance. You understand? Without that, it could be an unjust balance, and that is abomination of the Lord. It must have balance. That is why in Isaiah 47, it written the way it written. So that is an extra to understand the Lord too. You understand? You get a little inside and we say, I create light and darkness. I make peace and I make war. You understand? He do both. He is the balance. He's keeping balance. You know? So the same way that America want to be in charge, Russia and China and they want to be in charge. You understand? But unfortunately, you know, they have a rude awakening to get, but never mind that. You know? Go to the second Ezra 50.
Let me go down a little bit more in that. But that's also an answer. I said the end, the signs at the end, right? The signs at the end, right? Because it's like, all right, for example, let me show you this. If you have a tree in your yard, right? This tree in your yard for years, you grew up seeing this tree. And a tree does always have it's like as a life form, so it have an end, right?
God.
Now the tree itself will show you signs that it's going to fall, right? You might see the branches falling off, you might see the leaves that look like it's on the way, you dry, you know, you will see signs of that. And the reason why I brought up that is to show you signs of what's going on in the world today. We are seeing signs around the world that we are at the end of this kingdom, right? You see the fall is a reason why the Russians they get like minerals, materials and so forth, because they believe in after the war, right? They will come back and do what? They will build, they will try to revive. And it's, you know, just is the crazy thing about that? You see the waters, you see life like fishes, they ain't breathing as much. You see this, you see that, you see the trees and even bearing fruits, you see all this other stuff. You see the ground itself looking like it's deteriorating, everything around it looking like it is ready to come to what? A full stop. You understand? Now we know when we see the end, we know according to the scriptures, right? According to the scriptures, this will not people when people mention the end is when they think that the world will blow up. No.
It means the end of the kingdom.
That means the end of the kingdom, right?
Yeah. But end of the rulership.
And right now, it's like if you go and look up, we have a page called I think it's J the channel. His name used to be JCP the channel, something like that. He just gives you videos like I think it's like a compilation of videos for the month or like a week, and he just put up what's happening around the world, and he just go and look up all this stuff happening around the world, and you would doubt, you would doubt that that all these things happening. You know, he just show you how the whether
And our pages are too, I'm calling the two preachers.
the two pictures, right?
Two preachers, them is also show like disasters.
Disasters, right?
Happening all over the
Yeah, I think I know who this is talking about. And they show you what's going on around the world. And like if you watch what's taking place around the world and watch some pages actually you understand the severity of the situation at the end. Right? You would see all these things something people don't realize is that deep sea creatures that in the deep seas they actually get coming up.
coming closer to shore.
Because why? That's signs that something big is going to happen
You see that
underneath.
about it had a certain fish by
The
some
old
kind
fish.
of pipe.
The old fish. That happened last month. You know, I have video to do one and I still didn't do it.
You see that don't ever come up, so that
No,
is a
it's
sign
only come for two
yeah.
things. One is like if it's going on, you're going to die, or if something is about to happen.
Yeah.
And usually when they see it, it's because some underwater earthquake on the place. Yeah, some kind of a volcanic, as I say, a volcanic eruption. No, the reason why it's such an important thing to know these things, right? That's why when you go back to the book of Sirach, it's supposed to be occupied in prophecy, right? All these little things that you will see. Those are the signs that, you know, we're at the end. It's because here, why? People don't realize is that for years they've been telling people that, hey, the lines, the fault lines, weak. Fault lines of the earth weak. That's the reason why we're getting like thousands of earthquakes on a daily basis. It's like it projected that California is about to get a big one soon, which might even break the line. You know? Yeah, we know that they're manipulating some of them, even in the Caribbean. Right? People don't realize that we had 2 earthquakes already for this. We never had so much earthquakes ever before. You know? We used to get 1 earthquake in like 10 years.
I know going to that. We not tell I do remember we have enough set of earthquake as long as one set of other when I was there.
But over the years, they started to see, but again, I go back to what we were saying, they started to see the deteriorating of the place. They started to see the signs that we are at the end. Because every day now you get 3 to 4 earthquakes in the Caribbean and at different points. Now they were also warned, the people was also warned years ago about the Caribbean is set for a big catastrophic earthquake that could thing. And guys, the Lord doing all this thing because why? Going on in the second hour, I wanted to bring it out is because again, you gotta remember, it's not just only one side of the gun get hit from. You understand? The Lord says you got to point 4 things under them. 4 kinds under them. Right? He also talk about the death and destruction he will bring upon you. Plagues. You know?
Gone like one of the kinds.
Yeah,
Pestilence, Tita wild beasts.
the sword.
Right. And famine, pestilence, the Tita wild beasts and the sword can.
You understand? And this you see, that's the thing. You might think, you see, that's what's going on. That's why we're heading into the time we're heading into. It's like, we didn't even talk about the apparitions that going to come into play all soon. You feel all they're going to get away from that, or they're going to see things on the wall, they will deem supernatural. You understand? Supernatural unto all this. Right? We talk about the big boy yet. You understand? We ain't talk about the big boy yet. You know? And you see, and you know the crazy thing about that? You know what the Lord does do things? I always say it's such a fearful thing. The Lord does make man bring evil calamity upon him. Why you feel the Lord had them playing with the skies and all this sort of thing, making them like for example Elon Musk, all these satellites get destroyed here, they say fall on the Caribbean Sea. That has caused destruction to the ocean. But the Lord doing all these things, but how he doing it? Right? How he doing it? It's like making them bring it up on the sides, you know, and he has seen it through the times. The Lord say, hey, this is going to happen, but how he make it happen is that he make this thing happen here. Yes, he make this thing happen here, so he go come to here, and he go doing it then.
You know? Well, I mean, they are his sword also.
Yeah.
Checkmate.
Yeah, you checkmate. Yeah, you checkmate yourself. Yeah, that's what we just say.
Yeah, his sword.
Yeah, that's what we just say. The Lord is the ultimate chess player. You understand? Wow, we also say like the Lord is, you know, it have a picture, and as I remember that picture, see if I find it back. It's like hands, right? Hands coming on a line, each one of them have a string, right? So you see the common man, you see the banks, you see you see the governments, you see the elites. But over them, you know what you see? The hand of the Lord, you know. And it's the Lord doing all themselves. You understand?
Like I said, they were talking about the signs and so forth. I was going to try to go to the office video, in that chapter.
That's what I love that.
The chapter in Matthew. I was reaching Matthew the earlier chapters, and it was showing you that all the different things that the Lord come to do, it was in a particular order.
Yeah.
Even when he had to go into Egypt, there was a reason why, because the children, I guess, was getting slaughtered. Now, and the Lord could have just killed whoever was in charge, or just, change the hearts of that. But he had, all them children had to get wiped out. So that was his reason to go into Egypt and also fulfill prophecy. Everything that happened, it happened in a particular way to fulfill a particular prophecy. You understand? It had to manifest in that form, so to speak. You understand? The same thing like now. Somebody might say, well, why it had happened this way? Why it had happened that way? Because why? Because the Lord manifested to happen in that particular order. You understand?
And also I tell you, saying that again, you see how he is doing. You know? You see how he is doing, again, the heart of the king is in his hand, right? But all he is doing is he bring other nations, he might bring other nations to destroy this nation because this nation was too thin, and that is, and again, that is why Jeremiah 51 tell us about the fanners. You understand that one fan when the destruction come into Israel, but the fanners go back into the nations, you know? The Lord using it. And again, we at that time, because we see the signs, again. Going back to what we were saying, we see the signs. Right? You see the signs coming at the Lord. You see the signs, the Lord talking about the signs in the sky. You know? Many things tell us to look out for.
All happened
Simultaneously, yeah. Long time it used to be like 1 year, then you know, now it happened like for this month, let me see if I have it here.
Like sometimes 3-4 times for the year, some kind of moon you see it, and the telling you is a moon that is only come about once every year, so that you want to see some blood moon or some super
First time
big
to say that
moon.
I'm not good. We only have one for the next 10 years, by next month we have one.
And they just talking that shit because them themselves, they understand what's going on, the leaks know what's going on. But for the lower peons, they can't explain it.
Yeah, because no one's they can't just let the cat out of the bag as they say. You know? They understand that the kingdom come inside. They understand that all these signs point to one thing.
And I think that the ones who, if I'm not mistaken, the one who did the was Herod. He was the one who caused the decree to kill all the
Yeah, Herod.
Yeah, that was right.
Right, and right now them in that spirit. Right now them frightened. You understand? Them really frightened right now because they know the prophecy too. And they see what is coming.
Something like that happened, no? Because I think Trump signed our next executive order that says killing a police officer is an offense punishable by death. So you could die for killing a police officer. Now I don't know if it's stipulated if he was on duty or off duty or in police uniform or out or. But we know police are not lawful. We know policemen are regular men like me and you. At the end of the day with a little more power than me and you. You understand? We know 90% of them, especially in America, does abuse the power. Well, this is going to incite what? Civil unrest. You understand? Because all these things, all the George Floyd incident, all that police thing at all, it's all this at all, the so-called race-driven, you know what I mean, killings done by the police armor, you know what I mean, the government.
And that's slow but sure things are bringing in.
Yeah, the build up.
They already had the bullets put on and how much?
Yeah.
About 7 bullets to one US citizen.
Alright, you understand? And now they're saying, if you kill a police officer, you will be put to death. No, if no, but no, it's not a trial. Straight to go. Right? They go collect 200. Let's go straight to go.
I said, money, what you have to take the markets.
I don't even remember.
Ten Commandments. When Joshua would strike the Egyptian to save the woman, and Moses come and tell him, do you know it's best to strike an Egyptian?
Oh yeah, I remember that. But to be honest with you, since I come into that, I watch no kind of religious movies. I don't even bother wasting time. I know I will get mad. But nevertheless, that is what it is. They're putting things in place to have excuses to. That's why I call you out one by one.
I'm looking for the quit here.
That is just what it is.
I think slowly but surely they're bringing legislation
God.
until they justify just wiping out in total. Because right now, Jake giving all the excuses.
Right now they are using car oil as cooking grease, as they say, right? Because when that was invented for engines. It's engine oil they're using to cook with. Anything marked up vegetable or distilled oil is engine oil. That was Crisco is. That was the first brand, Crisco. That was supposed to be fine.
Alright, so I get it here, but I can't remember. I think I saw something already put here, but I'm not seeing it back on my phone here. So March month having the blood moon which falling literally on the Passover,
right, which is Tuesday,
right? And then it had the aligning of the stars. Well, that is what they're saying, right? The aligning of the planets happened earlier.
Yeah.
What the first to the fifth. The blood moon, they're having the meteor showers, right? Because what's the meteor shower? They're having the blood moon Passover, and I used to show you how spiritual it is. That's why you see such an important thing that day, important Passover. Solomon Assembly, one of the most important days that they keep. As a man in the truth. But let's imagine a blood moon on that. And if you know anything about the occult or the elites, they also, the same way we watch the sign in the sky, they use it as to set their things in stone as well. Right? On the left hand side, that's right. And at the 29th of this month, it have an eclipse.
The common sign.
See what I'm saying?
Short space at time.
Yeah, in a short space of time. And I think it had more in it, but I can't see the picture I had, man. Can't see the picture I had. It's like it's going from your phone.
So at the same time, go, you see any signs increasing. So not only that, you know, like how they say, like, when they have a full moon, like people just go crazy.
Yeah.
Like the more you see the signs increasing, is the more you see craziness. Is the more you see craziness going out here. You see the leadership, they just going supernova when it comes to legislations. Anything pertaining to either militarization or war, you see it escalating high.
Well, because more iniquity abound, the hearts of many shall wax cold.
I guess any regulations also.
Well, yeah, that as well.
What about the Jake, the self-proclaimed time traveler, ones of civil war, alien invasion, and monster from the deep? No! He said it happened in 2025. He ain't wrong. He must deem it, he must say it. No, we can't give a date. We're not saying it happened in 2025. We're just saying, he said that he warns of civil war, alien invasion, and monster from the deep. Three things mentioned that is prophecy. And alien invasion is not what I think it is. Yes, the word alien go back to the word stranger, so the Lord is like a stranger unto it. Right?
Yeah, that's foreigner.
Yeah, that's foreigner, yeah.
Somebody from a different place.
Yeah, son. So, man, I'm trying to find that thing and I'm not seeing it. We had some other stuff was happening too, but I'm not seeing the picture of it. But go ahead.
Go ahead and adjust now.
Yeah, second Ezra.
Look at here, boy. Look at here, boy. Yeah, I get that, sir. It's March from first to the 4th. So all planets visible together. Right? March the 14th, the blood moon eclipse. Right? March the 14th to the 15th, the meteor shower. So the meteor shower is right on a blood moon and a meteor shower at the same time. You understand? Then you have March the 8th to the 21st.
Yeah, but see something like that before?
Nah. And as a man is usually keep up with like the meteor showers and
I've never seen two simultaneous.
no, I never see two summit. I never see the blood moon and I see a normal big moon, like the full moon usually be big and a meteor shower, but not like two major things like that. A full moon is like a normal thing to the time, man. You know? Not like a blood moon and a meteor shower together at the same time. That rare. You understand? Yeah, then March 29th. It had two other stuff not important. I just the visibility of Venus and Saturn rings from thing. But the last part is March 29th, a solar eclipse. You understand? All in 1 month. You understand? Reggie.
Yeah. This is second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 7. Say, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed.
And you see, the Lord gave a way out of this. You understand that only the elect really going and fall. You see what? By their works and by faith. And really and truly, I know other way out of this. Especially if it's a Jake, the only way out is death.
Yeah.
You understand?
Especially if it's a Jake.
Especially if it's a Jake. Or once you're not the elect, the only way out is death. You're going to be destroyed. One way or the next. Whether the lion gay or the bear gay.
Well, alright. Verse 8. He said, I read over 7, right? He said, and everyone that shall be saved shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils.
Said perils. You understand? You hear what the Lord telling you? Said perils. You understand? Perils, perilous time. Listen, it is telling you to be safe from this time because why? Again, a time that we're heading into of great chaos. You know?
It's a set or set?
Said.
Said perils. Meaning the said signs.
Yeah, said perils.
but
The things
after,
across the
yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Right. Verse 8 shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Verse 9.
Goes into the elect. Goes into the elect.
And like I said, I'm not shortcuts. You know, some people like to say it had different ways that you could be able to get to this and that and shit. And it only have one, it only have, it's to say what they say, easy door. It only have one way to get out of this. It's either you do it or you don't do it and be destroyed.
I know climbing up.
Yeah, look skill on the wall, you know, like a man skill on the wall. And all that you could use to be and no other way you can get away from what is happening. And that is shame why it's had that humility in this. Because we see men try to do things in different ways and we see what happens to them as results. You understand? The own connivangness make them think that because nothing happens to them at the point in time, like, yeah, but this thing really working. You know, let's just do so.
The own sinful opponent.
You understand? You know, like a man build a little car pyramid, and as soon as he go to put the last through it, and it's everything just start to fall apart. That's how simple it is that can happen to you. I will show you where you have to be humble in this thing. And you have to go according to the guidelines.
Next thing you know, you follow the guideline, next thing you know, you're ordering down a strappy.
You understand? And in your mind, you're thinking you'll get away with it.
Crazy. You know, the elder from the video's message, right? This morning, sent my video, right? It's my video. With a Jake woman singing about she was a pig man. And I was, I sent back a voice and said, this is how far gone the people are because kings and the kingess and the man we live here. There is the evil abounding upon this place. It's like every single the way how people is right now, the way how they act, the way they operate, everything going beyond, the evil going beyond. You know, things that they would have never thought, but it had happened so because this place had to be like worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, it had to be like that. And as you can see, they're doing worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. Here going to get judged worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. You know? Yeah. You know? And again, we here to learn. Yeah, I tell you, we here to learn. But in a place too long, guys want to go in and get comfortable. You understand? You want to get comfortable here at all. You will leave this place. You know? You will leave this place. You will be in righteousness. But you here too long, your mind's going to play a game because why? You have to because this is that, you know, all these other things. Mind is spirit, you know, you're going to that fight internally. The scriptures talk about, you know, when the spirit leave, you know, you're going to follow the journey, you're going to follow the road. And you're like, nah, I'm going to go back to my old home, man. I was like, they ain't nice. But when you come back home, you pick up 7 more.
More wicked.
Yeah, more wicked than them.
This is what you're talking about.
You're like, I have a home here.
Well, you come in now.
Come in now, man. It's a little furniture shop right now.
You move him twice.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah. You come in 7 more, so even if you get rid of one, yeah, 6 more to get rid of.
I'm sure this time he can get through.
And usually when they come back, that is it. It's hard to recover, you know? Especially if you know what it's on. That's great.
Right.
If you think good.
Yeah, verse 9, he said, Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments.
Shall dwell in what?
Shall dwell in torments.
Well,
Right? For such as in their life have received benefits
Yeah.
and have not known me.
that's what's going back to the what I was saying. Them who building they already call it the house of cards. You understand? You receive benefits in your life. You get all the right cards to build your house of cards. You understand? But you didn't know the Lord. But you only receive all the consolation here. Scripture say that. But you receive all the consolation. But you prominent men in society. Well, they have a part to play in the downfall of this kingdom, a big part to play in the downfall of this kingdom. You know, the rowdies, so on and so forth. These wicked chicks. You know what I mean?
Once it's a Jake, they don't have no happiness and wickedness. No, they don't have none. You could be if it's a Edomite, you might get away with it to some degree. You understand?
To some degree, you will get away with it.
Because it's their kingdom.
It's your kingdom, you will get away with it.
As a Jake, you might get a few years.
A Jake will shoot one man, will beat him like a dog and knock him out. A white boy will walk in a church and kill 20 fucking people. They'll probably put vests on him, circle around him like he's the president, and walk him out. They're not holding him, you know. They're handcuffing him and walking next to him. They're not holding the hand.
It's the systematic. From a systematic perspective. I'm talking about you as a Jake. You live in that kind of life, and you just get sick just so and get better. Like something has to happen to you. You will never be a Jake and be wicked and be happy. Never. You understand? I mean, the man's drinking blood for years.
Yeah, but
The queen died how old? Oh, she was probably done in she 70s or 80s or some shit.
hold on.
hold
You know what I'm trying to say? Them
She was for a century or some mad thing. So
Yeah.
them just go like
down
them just
for
go like
people,
to
yeah.
sell batteries,
Do
doing that
like the road.
wickedness. Them
I
just
was
go
watching a
down.
video last night on some app by and a little girl talking about we don't drink children blood. And the little girl explaining to her this hanging children, the baby's upside down, attach something to the neck, use a special knife, cut off the head. And she said that what we just do. You understand what about that?
Them just feed your mindset. Them shit.
Well, I'm now going to say, in the beginning, Moses was only commanded to give certain people the laws, and only decent people could break the laws. Could them have the law to break? No other nation could break a law if they don't have a law to break, right? So only one people could sin, and only one people could get repentance, and at the bottom line to die. Why? They will get away. The problem is Jake under oppression, and Jake want to be like that. That is where the problem comes in for Jake. You understand? Because a white boy go sit down here and eat a steak medium rare, you know, bloody on the inside. Then you go watch him and say, no, let me try that shit. You being a nigga, you gonna end up with mad cow disease. I want to know how come. You understand?
Yeah.
Some parasite wrap around your tonsils and strangling you or some weird shit.
And I go back to like every time Jake do the things he does do, some judgment always come onto him.
It's not for we, that is not we lot. We lot is to suffer in silence.
That's it.
Have a delicacy, I think, in Korea or China, one of them Asian countries.
Pretty works?
Is it?
No, they have good lemon. You ever see that?
Oh yeah, the oil bird, they go and collect me from the top.
Up on the mountain.
Yeah, the oil bird,
When
in
the
the
bird
caves. In the top of the caves is very nice. Yeah.
It's a
It's
delicacy.
very expensive.
And them eating that and them living years.
I see that documentary on TV6 when I was in Paris.
Yeah.
So that going on long before that. Like centuries worth of heritage, like them heritage.
That's a-
Go and eat bird from it.
Yeah.
Let we do that now. Let we do it.
Yes.
It's bird flu. Again, what voicing you want? H5N1 or what? H1N5. The latest one we coming out with one. H5N1 plus 2 my God. I'm telling you. First
really,
agent.
for them, they're meant to pegging around. You understand? you're not going, you don't get away with them kind of thing. There's a temporary way you might get with your wickedness, but sooner rather than later, eventually will come to
Yeah.
Who was watching the other day? And Ella was watching, and he made a very good point. It's like the consciousness of a Jake, right, is beyond a heathen, because what they would do, for example, the pegging and thing, right? If a Jake just think about it in the consciousness, it upset him for the whole day. Because it's just not right within our way. It's not right together.
And that is why,
alone to themselves.
Yeah.
exactly, and that is why, and I know once it, that is why if I Jake into that, he don't bring it to the forefront
Yeah,
just so.
because why?
You see how white boys say them thing and they watch him normal and he go publicize it. But a Jake gonna keep down the raps. He wouldn't tell the closest friend that he don't know. Nah, wait, nah. He don't know it off. He don't know he said something wrong. It can what I be a woman or man doing it. You don't know. Hey, this wrong, boy. You know why it wrong, but it wrong. You understand?
And that is the thing, you know, the spirit in here, it come like even when Jake is like strange meat, they just be like, he's supposed to be eating this shit.
I know one example, you know, Apostle tell a video on that sometime ago with a fella, a Jake who was with Malone, and they was eating calamari, they was eating squid.
Squid, yeah, calamari.
Yeah, and like Jake was trying to eat the squid, and every time he tried to put it in his mouth, like he keeps saying like,
Yeah, he can't eat it,
can't
it's
eat
off.
And when vocable eats it,
Yeah. He didn't.
you understand? It was like nothing to eat, but for some reason the Jake just didn't put it in his mouth. I just show you in this man.
Now you might see how Jake, we know that wicked Jake's in the kid.
Yeah, they will do wickedness
But
regardless.
it is literally being inside you to know that it is a wicked act now.
There's no inwardly there's feeling, but some of them just gonna you see what the conscience is the hot iron.
Yeah. But you finish that? And that's what the part where you say, when you part that part. And then begin the rest of this. That's the part I wanted to bring up.
Verse 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
Second Ezra 9 and 11. He said, and they that have looted my law while they yet had liberty, and when as yet the place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain.
Same son will go after that by what?
By pain.
By pain. You know, that's all they're going to get, you know. That is, and the matter of fact, to make it short and simple, that is what's set for you. Yeah. You understand? Because again, the wages of sin as well. Yeah. That is payment from you. You know, so that's it there.
Yeah.
One more?
One verse after.
One more? Say, verse 13, and therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created.
That's really why the main reason why we're out here. You know, there's a one the other people and so forth generally, but we're out here for the righteous. To tell them to repent.
Because even though, so how the brother said, there's a point in a little understanding for all is that, remember, some of us didn't grow up knowing the truth. So we would be considered, we would be what? We would be sinning.
Yeah, we don't.
Certain things that alien not to do. So you wouldn't be doing it, right? Because the Lord preserving you for something, and then the Lord will wake you up to the truth, to the fact of the matter. So that is when the brother said we can be righteous, we can repent, is because it just has some that would be once alienated from the life of the life of the Lord, the way of the Lord. Sorry, the way of the Lord, right? And when you come back in, you come back to righteousness, right?
So in times past you were Gentiles.
Yep. So that is, and the Lord know that. That is why He's saying, the time of your ignorance, the Lord wink. You know, don't say He wink, you know, you still go and receive a little. You still go and receive a little extra, but He wink because He didn't know.
Yeah,
You know, He didn't know.
I can't get it for brand time because you didn't know.
still going to get that
Yeah,
full brunt of it.
That way when you
No, it's when you
practice.
know, yeah. It's when you know, it's when it will get worse.
Yeah, when it was obviously when
when
it
you
was,
know,
now he
it's
says he either to do good and he do it many strikes on them,
Yeah.
you know. So so you're gonna get more when you know to do, but when you know it, you'll win. Yeah, it's still gonna get licks now, but you'll win. Die. You didn't know this time.
Next time,
Next time you still get everything here, but next time,
for sure.
Aye.
I ain't gonna hold back.
you know. But the scripture says, you know, Bishop that's about your sins when you don't. Don't make your sins when you don't. You know, at the end of the day, that just we end that. This flesh, this chains of darkness, and, you know, this bodeg, right? But so what?
Revelation.
Yeah, Revelation 12.
So in Revelation 12 verse 12. It said, therefore rejoice ye heavens.
That's all. That's something to have. That's something before you continue that. Get yourself right. Don't feel like we just saying thing and get yourself right before you get fucked up. You understand? Don't feel like we saying you feel like well I can continue. No. Get yourself right. You know? Get yourself right. Then get yourself right, you're just going to receive.
That fella was a perfect example. Same guy.
Alice,
Same Pentecost. Yeah, he was a perfect example. I think when I lady was talking about it like about 10 years now. God give you all that time to really humble yourself and change certain things. And you choose not to do it.
Okay.
So we expect you feel the Lord will give life forever. After that period of time, you must touch us.
I can't remember which Ella called him. Some Ella called him the fake range. You see, now, people, you know, we did another video, not like Shima, but I did, but people don't understand. They're like, you know, yeah, he come out and admit, but with the elders, with the apostle, I was trying to say, all of that was going on, and he was wicked. He was wicked. Come and tell the elders they would die and become the thing and all this stuff. So he was prideful. There's a reason why, yeah, as you say, yeah, you could come and repent, correct yourself and so forth. But don't feel your correction is grievous of the one time. You understand? So he had to receive correction. Right? You see him when he was doing all our wickedness. And he was in a video saying, yeah, let me not put and thing, and this and judgment of the men and GMS and all this other stuff. He was doing all them stupid wickedness there. And he was saying that. So what if it going to happen to him now? You understand? When he can drink. Alright.
They say, if don't teach that man shouldn't steal.
Steal it. Can.
He was doing the work like he was studying the mock in a brother.
Yeah,
that's what he mean. You
You
understand?
think about it, people that read the scripture, they are Matthew 7 or so,
Yeah, so
right, 7. And they don't understand, like, when you look at the month, it's a small stick.
That's what I mean.
Right?
Both, yeah.
It's a small thing, so, and then you see the beam in your eye. When you come up beams, it's
A beam that's what about house?
Yeah, but about house.
Watch your Roman
Yeah.
structures, watch your
Yeah.
White House. Pillars,
Yeah,
that's
the pillars
a
are
beam.
Yeah.
That's a beam.
So you get a proper.
You have a beam in your eye, or you watching a twig in our next man.
That's a good way to bring it up because the Roman structures are real. Because remember back then when you say beam, it will be based upon what it was in front of them.
It's a
No,
beam,
we don't use as much beams as them, no.
But it's
we
still
still need Roman structure.
can. Not only that too in construction, it's a beam.
Yeah, but not well,
Yeah,
Roman
so-
It'll be the same size.
No, well,
Metal.
the Romans, yeah, it's metal. Remember, back then it was just more concrete
Concrete
and
and
mortar.
so on.
So they had to make it big now, but like why they use the analogy as a beam. You know? But the closest thing I can think of is the White House, because that's the only structure that probably everybody in the world know.
Yeah,
With them
that-
pillars
that-
in
that
front.
nobody-
There's nobody who don't know what the White House looks like, the US White House. You understand?
So that is it. But again, that is where you get, you know. I think it's a person that say, Nate, your time coming up soon.
Yeah, now you alone, man. I watching a lot of Labano say, IUIC. But you yourself, you know, you're coming around.
Soon, yeah,
You come passing. The cup is about to
You
pass
see,
to you.
Yeah. You see, the things the men they're doing, it's not things that they're not supposed to do. The truth, you know, they go beyond their needs. Like I go back to the videos watching with your properly started with the Ella from England. They say we purpose is to push the truth. We don't say to do anything beyond thing. This is for the truth. We come out to give all our knowledge. You don't say there's a freedom knowledge. It's a freedom knowledge or something like that. Yeah. With all I get and get what?
Get
Understand.
According to thy heart.
You get a parcel according to their heart. So that is the purpose what they do, not to tell them about no lavish and a plane and this sort of no or scenarios. We in a podcast. We in a podcast with a wicked small heart. You understand?
You, Adam?
Yeah. When you say about that, guys, the Lord said, don't be the congregation of
Of the ungodly, seek not only, seek not scorners.
corners, falling at an evil man. All these other scriptures you can bring out. Because why? When you are wronging, right? If you are wrong brothers, you do the things brothers will do. You preach, you sing, and so forth.
They wouldn't have no way for anything, you know what I mean? Like
Birds of a feather, you know?
Even like Corinthians, you say what they say, but that's why it took going to Lord brother before the unbelievers.
You understand? And I think, but when you are wrong, and you think about that, he said go all around the clubhouse with WAP 100, and he's like, can't remember, I want to remember, and all this other thing, so he never leave the word. And being wrong, the stuff that is here in the news about what these guys do, one of these men had a porn 70 wife. So you being wrong that you sort of you know the lavishness, the maliciousness.
Yeah, you make excuse to do no, we can't explain.
You know, you sort of think, goes are wrong. That thing, you know? You know, it's such an important thing, you know, to I say, the party on that is why they script us about only but one man could go there at a time. And they say, a narrow path, and a narrow path is only a little bit of people don't be on that path. You understand? No, just thing can happen, and the Lord use it as that. Somebody else will hear the truth from the brothers who did the congress videos on here, and they'll be like, right. You know, you might have somebody in the midst who actually want to hear the truth from that man. But hey, so be it. At the time of the end, I want to be in a spirit. So what
You guys made an example, a public example, like here we're going on. Do what has happened when you don't work on your shit?
Don't work on your shit, don't correct your shit, and you're studying everything in the world you want.
And that is the delusion, eh? I remember telling my brother somewhere in the past. He's an ex-brother now. I tell him something in the past because like I talked to him about something. He used to have this kind of like complacent, like, boy man, take the work out. Yeah.
Kind of vibe.
Look at what's going on now. You understand? You keep putting this, keep sit down and say put not off the line. You keep telling yourself you can do tomorrow, you can do tomorrow.
Nah, no, it's the dark.
Don't take it like,
You have to see tomorrow.
cool, no problem, man. Just like, alright, no problem. I will give you your time, right? No problem.
Use the Lord. I know the Lord. Right? Whatever you say, you do, talk with it.
Yeah.
Use my love.
Let's bring a little news here to breaking news. Secret Service personnel shot and injured a man carrying a firearm near the White House. And I'm going to show you something. This is something we were talking about, and we used to go or they will try to come and take the orange man down. I want to say, don't say the name and because you know they go do this thing. But,
And all like the justifications to put, who knows if you could have a little plant.
Yes,
to be
it
able
is.
to,
It
you
is.
understand?
Yes, all of them is plants. All of them is plants because remember the term that they use is that Iran plotted to
Remember, Iran
take
come
it
out and
back.
say it was going to be you know?
Yeah.
AC nation now,
Iran going and send one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how that one guy go and be capable to, you know? Just think about it, but you know, all of that will go into civil war.
All that they go all that to chaos, they go bring chaos to bring order. With that they go all this they'll be justified then
And
to start something with Iran. And that's the same thing they do with Iraq. They went and did the same thing Israel do with Gaza. Shoot up their own little festival and then say it's them, it's Hamas. They kill any Hamas. What is the first Hamas they killed him?
I remember.
Nobody ever remember because it's a made up thing. It wasn't hard done. They're shooting up, all you're killing us, all you're blowing up hospitals.
But again,
That is outside of that is what is humanitarian rights? A humanitarian right violation like school houses, religious houses. Them three places you're not supposed to destroy or you know what I mean?
That is by treaties. But again, what the scripture say they are what? Them is covenant breakers.
Yeah.
You understand? That is who they is. A man evil unto
Like Atuano?
a man evil unto himself,
Unto
what good shall he
himself,
do?
yeah.
You know? Evil unto himself.
Not last night. Night before, I talked to a man about that same thing. So he was talking about how Russia want to take Ukraine. Yeah, kids follow things like that now. And I was telling them, I say, right? I say I can't defend America anymore. Because America have a history and never keeping none of the agreements.
And the reason why Russia want to take Ukraine is because of the treaties America break. That is what lead up to the thing over. This happening. People feel this happening. Just know this happening since like the 1960s.
Yeah, because what they say, yeah, what going on? You stop the war, there's no come no more east.
Yeah.
They say no
They
problem.
started to the east with it, yeah.
In who it was while JFK was in charge, is JFK?
No,
One of
before
them.
he.
Right, well whoever was in charge, I mean to say. The president at the point in time said, okay, no problem. As that president come out of politics and say, oh, go ahead, go east. First things first, go east. And he was like, what? You now say you will not go to war before they do go east. Alright. And look when it come on and rile up. 20 or 20.
24.
And let me say 2020s, in the 2020s.
Yeah, because
Let me say almost 50, 60 years later is when Russia decided to say, you know what? We putting down we had enough.
Or they coming a little too close.
Yeah. Too close for
They're doing a
comfort.
little too much.
Well, they had all these years to do as all they please, but
But-
no vex when we doing what we want to.
But there's plenty covering. You see with the Ukraine too, go way beyond that the comprehension skills of a common man who go watch me. They go beyond that. America was.
Nah, you can't just watch BBC
Yeah, that was
and
BBC
grasp it.
because
BBC
the reason why America was also protecting the land is because they have assets inside of it. You know, like if you go into some of the castles and so forth, and them have things inside of there that they need to keep. The reason why I pay it is because the white land, big land, but it also like no news really come from Ukraine.
Yeah.
You know? So they're trying to protect that land, but nonetheless, the Lord is revealing everything. What that? Yeah.
Revelations 12 verse 12 say, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell therein. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
Yeah, the devil know you had about a short time.
Yeah.
You understand? That is why you find all these draconian laws being implemented. That is why you find every 2 to 3 days you're realizing they have a new technological advancement on the way to the 15-minute cities now, but on the way to implementing it, every 2 or 3 days, hey, you know we can do this now, hey, this one want to start doing this then. The last one was what? The digital border control thing, the digital border control. You understand? Why you need a digital passport to go into an analog city? Maybe because you starting from outside and going in. So when you get a digital passport, all of a sudden everything will become digitalized. You understand? We starting small enough, but we starting. You know, they say what? They say by the time the end of the year, or by October, sorry. By October they want to make sure all borders are the digital, whatever the case is. And come on, man.
Even MasterCard and Visa right now saying that they don't done away with passwords.
Can't.
You understand? Everything is
Biometrics. Yeah, we see eye, put your finger here. You
Scan
understand?
your face.
Something.
Right there, everything moving right now. And it's not this, it's by design. We know
Good.
all this is not coincidence. It's not coincidence that all these different countries just on the same page. You understand? That's why there's had these summits. That's why there's different meetings. Yeah, these cabals, you call them. You understand? It's to plan and strategize these things because there's a certain period of time you start to see one country after the other rolling out these things. Even I was doing something with Musk and he was talking about some digital implementation. I forget exactly what it was. And they want to open it to like private businesses. They want to, some government want to do it and they want to open it to private businesses. That's not a coincidence. That governments and big businesses on the same page trying to do the same thing at the same time. You understand? And I'm talking about just all in America. Even companies,
That's something to do
even
with credit cards or something, so.
some, I forget exactly what it was.
But I think I come across what you're saying, but I think it's something to do with like using debit cards and credit cards now.
And there's something with digitalization. I don't remember what it was. We've seen all the different countries on the same page. That could never be a coincidence.
No, can't.
You understand? It could never be a coincidence.
Can't.
Jamaica doing it. Jamaica has CB. Everybody wants CBD syllabus. Jamaica. This is a Caribbean country, everybody. It's Jamaica. I think it's Guyana. There's a few of them. A good bit of people here. I ain't hear nothing about it now. Why? But we had something called e-identity or something like that.
Yeah.
You understand e-identity?
Yeah, now they pass it down further. They want to bring it up later.
Yeah.
Now.
But they already had talks about it.
Yeah.
And the some minister come out and say Trinidad needs to go to the south. It's not a coincidence.
We lovely finance minister.
Remember, I'm the finance person.
Yeah, lovely. What a man. What a great guy. Can you retard?
He's the one right now under the charges for the 2 billion or something like that.
Yeah. So, and all these afflictions, right? All these things were among the afflictions for the man of the Lord. You know, as was written, that is our lot. Serve the Lord and suffer in silence. Our patience is. Scriptures say, well, the patience have it perfect good right. You understand?
And most importantly, they say because thou hast kept the word of my patience.
I will keep thee also from the hour of temptation that shall come upon you, Lord. Revelation 3 and 10.
Right? The scripture keeps saying your work is not in vain. All these things you do is not in vain. You have a reward. When that time, you know what it is? You bounce up a lion and lion licking your hand and shit.
You know what it is? When you could quantify. You start up here for 2 hours every week. You understand? You just finish work 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. You gotta get up early to come up here early and do this. But in the long run, when they're thirsty, you go drink. When they're hungry, you go eat. When them unsafe and unsure, you safe and secure. You understand? When they're unsure, you safe and you secure. Because why? Because of this small sacrifice. You understand? Because Lord, this is the littlest, this is the least we could do for the Lord.
That's right.
And the scripture say what your labors are not in vain.
Well, 2 Corinthians 4 and from 13. 2 Corinthians 4 and from 13.
Because what?
No, go ahead, you good.
Yeah, like for example, you might work farmman. You might try to skim your wages.
Sometimes you ain't get paid.
Yeah,
and 95% of the time people who do pay is people who you grew up with and close to it.
Yeah.
You say, boy, ask you for help. You know it's a job you was looking on.
Yeah,
After you done sweat and toil.
I remember working for a guy when I was younger. Also, I had to sleep over on the walk.
No.
Yeah, sleep over on the walk, do all kind of stuff, and never even get the overpay for it. But with the Lord is not like that.
No.
He say He is not unrighteous to forget your works of. I'm trying to remember exactly what the priest said though. Lord is not unrighteous to forget your works of your labors of love or something. Just paraphrasing. You understand? When that time come, the Lord not the same way you didn't forget the Lord not going to forget you.
Yeah, so that's what about the working pay penny.
We can't do, as we used to say a long time, we can't do too much for the Lord. You know, there's no way to do too much for the Lord. There's no way to, there's nothing we could do really that could amount to doing enough.
Yeah.
Not even doing too much, just doing enough for the Lord.
We don't you by mercy and receiving a penny because we can never really work for that.
Exactly.
We can never really work for that.
Never. You understand? And that is just what it is because why? Offenses will come. Offenses must come. That is also part of it. You understand? Like part in the pertaining to Ezekiel 3 when it says you're going to be sweet in your mouth for you, but bitter in your stomach. All that is part of the bitterness.
Okay.
You understand? Because offenses and afflictions will and must come. The trials have to come. How else you going to be refined? How else you going to be of that rare quality? How else we going to know? How else the Lord going to know if you don't try it? You understand? How there's no gold if you don't put it in a furnace? All we know is not copper we find or foil or some other weird metal.
Just like with Job. He had to be shown that Job would have stand stiffly for the Lord.
Done. You take everything, bro, everything. Not just financial assets, man. Take your whole family, and leave him with the wife who telling him to curse the Lord. Just to add injury to insult to injury.
I know like
You
one.
leave him with the woman who's saying, boy, why don't curse the Lord and dead, boy? That gonna be better than living through this, like. He had to watch him, like,
And
he's
he
a
also,
lunatic, huh?
yeah, you know, you know also the reason why he look at she so because he thought she was wrong, right?
Yeah.
Can't.
Remember he thought that she.
Remember, he was righteous, so he expecting she to follow him.
No, she was perpetrated. She had right. Like when I think about it, that is why he act. That is why when he catch himself, he's like, oh, wait, hold on. He talking like one of these other women.
Man, can't.
You understand? Because she like when he did, she had that form of before,
righteousness. She was perpetrating like, yeah, boy, me and you on the same path.
Yeah.
No,
But
no,
then
you
when he
just
catch
there
himself,
because-
he's like, that way it come to him like it was a shock now. Right?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
She started crack.
Yeah.
You really
wait, hold
know
on.
say what you said?
You say,
You
see,
for real?
talk like he's coming over, right?
You are
You know?
fucking, you know good to me, but are you
Number one, number three after.
And then that way she had to get off after.
Yeah, she had to
had
get
to
off.
get off.
Well, I mean, how you gonna tell me curse my Lord? I mean, I kinda, you know, I kinda deserve it, you know?
Because you see, and the thing about it is this, right? And she do it out of what? She do it off her, the Lord is the Lord water because the Lord
Can't.
tells Satan to touch everything around him. Innit?
Let's leave him
Let's
alive.
leave him.
Leave his life.
Yeah, leave his
do
life.
Do him what you want to know, but they cannot kill him.
So all of them, like everything around him, how will start affecting him.
Can't.
Wife, his family, everybody.
Man was his whole lineage in a day, in an instant.
The thing about Job is that we don't have no, I think, like when you look up the Bible, biblical timeline, we don't have no timeline on it.
Okay.
I believe so, I could be wrong, eh? It's like if I'm wrong. But when you look it up, you don't know biblical timeline.
And all the children there at once, when they was in the birthday party. Celebrating one of the siblings thing and strong wind blow and the house fall on them and that was that.
See, them all you outside the window, they saying, ah!
I catch
I
him
catch
here.
all over there and he say,
See, I have
"Lord."
him. Lord, I have him here now.
Everybody
I
in
have
one
him on the
place.
ropes.
He say, alright.
I have him on the ropes now. He going and trip up. This one, let's wait for it. He going and cuss in 5, 4.
Say, down with the Philistines.
Boom.
Throw down the pillars.
We do, when that happened, we did do either run nobody or either go come
Yeah,
nobody
he had to go you, but it's a trend, but you know what's about now come and
No.
tell you the house fall on your trend. When you
No,
want to know.
remember all them come simultaneously and tell him.
And
And
tell
when,
him,
he
yeah.
hear, when he hear that one, I think that when he fall to the ground and
Yeah,
he
he
say,
fall, yeah, because he did get weak, yeah.
yeah, he say from ashes thou art, and from dust thou art, and from the
But when
and
you
from
when
dust-
you
from
wife
dust
to
shalt
tell
thou
him to
return.
curse the Lord was what? Was when the
That was
dead or
be-
when
that
the
was-
boils?
Nah, that was before.
That was after.
That was after.
That was after
Yeah.
I was saying because
Because
it's a
the-
thing because
the-
sure you don't realize it's too much.
Too much.
The dying is in part 1, the cursing is in chapter 2.
Chapter 2.
And he had 2 servants with him who was keeping him. But say, remember in everything you have to remember the Lord. Remember how look good the Lord was there, and that's what keep you in that man
And when
frame.
they continue the story, get real. Even the servants started bring one. So they bring
And that wasn't friends or something that he had?
That was afterwards.
that was after. But they started bring gold on them and then
Yeah, that is that part there afterwards. That's how you get back what you had and
yeah.
whatever.
So you get to show you that he went through all the stuff he went through and then
And
he
get
ended
back
up
more.
like, get back more.
You understand? Just by what? Just by remaining faithful. Just by doing that, doing what he was supposed to do. You curse the Lord, I curse the Lord,
And that way,
regardless of what comes.
that way you say in this one, I'm going to bring something quick.
But what happen will happen. You understand? Because it's already written and altered by the Most High, man. That's how it will happen.
In the script there, let's say, it mentioned that he will see the coming and the Lord.
If we go, it's Job
21 something, yeah?
I believe it's 31 something in true. It's a long time ago, that one.
Yeah, long
Even
time.
though words consume my
Yeah.
flesh, yet my eyes will see my Creator. That is a Christian. That's the one.
Read it. I see, Job is a perfect example in mind, so this is perfect in. Going through all the hardship, but we have glory to receive.
And not glory here.
And not
Most
glory here.
importantly.
Yeah.
'Cause they were meant for the glory.
Example, rectum nature. Remember they didn't do the same thing, though we didn't know if he do it or not because it's never come full and so forth, but hey,
You know he was planning, and
People
the,
are just
only,
thoughts.
and the only reason he stopped is because he get catch.
like,
That way you know.
like why? Like, the only thing about it, this put a spirit on him. That spirit was on them.
Just
Like that?
It's just like
19.
it
Job
just
19. No,
it's just like
no, Job 30, 30 is what talking about when he talk about his skin black.
you know in First Samuel when what happened to Saul when he was rebellious, he said the spirit of the Lord left Saul and an evil spirit from the
Come
Lord
to
troubled
Saul
him.
and them, yep.
So whatever spirit the Lord put on he for being so wicked, that is what have him doing all them
And I
depression.
see that like majority of the stuff we read is like a spirit who always commentate into something because Judas was the same way. Like I was explaining that to some brothers here and I say, all I remember, now you could say that you don't know what the Lord have failed at the end. You
Yeah,
understand?
you could say that you don't know. Just like Peter.
Yeah. Lord, me?
Peter was a good example on that side, and Judas was a good example too. The two of them never thought that they would do something like that.
As only when in the moment, and it is the crazy thing about that. The crazy thing about it is that it's only in the moment they get to realize. After it happens, that is when they realize. But Judas was different, eh?
Yeah.
Judas was different from Peter because Judas was in spirit.
Yeah,
A
descend,
spirit
yeah.
that don't come on him.
It's a Satan descended.
The job he had also do. The Lord was like, Satan, you had to go this
You
fast.
understand? You understand that big boy?
Yeah,
You can't send no rookie
yeah.
on this mission.
That job you had to go and do there.
This one requires an expert. Right? Do not try this at home, guys.
Yeah.
He had to send the expert.
He had also said that, so he was out of his own mind and that is why when the spirit leave now.
That's why you have to kill yourself. He couldn't bear what he might couldn't bear what he do.
He said
Get rid of
Get him back, yeah.
And he was like, nah, that tainted with blood, right?
Yeah, we have a bag of blood.
They blood money, but they pay him, eh?
Yeah, they blame it.
Yeah, we pay it to them, but we are waiting in hand. I can't blind you, so we want to keep that.
And he was like, nah, that's it. That didn't mean that.
Yeah, you have to kill yourself because you couldn't ratify, you know what I mean? What you do now?
Because remember, again, you think about it, that spirit on you, that happened. And when you do catch yourself, you're like, wait, hold on. And you see something that's happened there, after you do something, and then after you realize,
Mark,
what no do I?
I know what I'm telling you about something like me just the other day. Like something I was talking to the Lord about, I didn't want to do now, boy. I was asking him about it. I didn't want to do it no more. And soon after I said that, like my mind just went blank and I just went and go and do the exact same thing. And after that, I don't do like saying, wait a minute.
No, sir.
I didn't even, I wasn't even paying attention to what was being done. And I just do it like automatically without even thinking about it. That's how simple it is, the Lord could do something like that.
And that was not what we were. Some guys say, your mind just go blank. Your mind just go blank.
Yeah, and you just...
Because the Lord send out this thing. And then when it come out from you now and it catches itself, you'll be like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
What? You know? And that's why when don't Judas, the Lord was like, nah, but you are the boss.
How about you say the damage already done?
Already done. That's why. You know, Satan is sent unto them and that's why even the Lord, like, when you think about it, the Lord was like, I already know who going to be training.
Yeah.
Because he don't know Satan coming down.
Yeah.
You know? And then after when the spirit, then Satan he was like, that's what the scripture talk about is Mark 4. You see when the word is coming to you, Satan come to
Say coming quickly and
remove it. Yeah, so
Mark
that's the
4,
important
yeah.
thing. See, you don't realize it at that time. We pray and we hope. That's why we continue to pray. Even King David, who would be greater than us, was like, Lord, cleanse my Holy Spirit. He continued to ask the Lord to continue to do what? Cleanse his spirit.
Because
the next example.
He understand he's just a man. You
No,
understand he's just a man and he fight every day the same way. Even being who he was as well.
No, but it also goes to show that they had to continue to pray and ask the Lord to keep his spirit. You know.
For front.
He was an example too.
Yeah.
Remember, it had, in the Chronicles, it said that Satan moved them to number Israel.
Yeah, to number
Yeah,
Israel.
the census.
Yeah,
the
so
census.
he was also an example of that same situation.
He was like, all over the need of
You realize Satan was the only big boy jobs, right? He said everybody has the big names. The big names.
That's why, because why? You have to think about it. The spirit would have been what? Strong.
Strong.
So
Like, you needed somebody on them levels that you know that ensure. How do I really think about it?
He said the big boy, like when you
no amateur.
think about it, King David, the person, any King David knows everything.
King David was the man.
Yeah, man, you listen strong, yeah, I guess something strong for that
He
guy.
was like, I was like, I need birth certificate. We need to know all it.
All of my son.
Yeah, what was it? And that is something you're not supposed to do on the children.
Gone. On the children.
Like, look.
Our census, you know, keep census on it.
And Job Satan. There we go. They go the biggest. Yahushai, who was sent to tempt him.
You're cool, yeah, man. But then again, too, man.
And with that, with Yahushai, right? What was it?
I don't want to say it's Yahushai, no,
Yeah.
Satan really
No,
didn't stand that chance, but
the
I mean,
difference is that
that is the
when-
best he could have come.
when he tempted Yahushai, he was Satan.
That is it.
Job and them, he come to touch everything around him.
Wrong them.
Yeah.
But he went and deal with Yahushai directly.
Yahushai was
Me and
talking
him
to him.
1-2-1-2.
Yeah. Yahushai
Yeah,
was-
what going on? If you see something up, throw yourself off.
Yeah, Yahushai was talking to him. Yahushai was talking to him.
You're playing shopping, remember, you see something go there, like, jump off. You understand? And this is the son of the creator, man.
Yeah,
So
so-
thou shalt not tempt the Lord, brethren.
You understand? You see that you're hungry? Pick up the rock and turn it into bread.
Is it?
You can't live by bread alone, brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You see, I ain't gonna live by bread alone, but
I
you
really
will
think
have a
about it.
father.
Only scriptural cuts.
I really think about it. That GK treat Yahushai.
Always have come back.
Yeah, it's
Always
a
have
comeback. It's a hit for it.
Yeah.
It's a hit for it. Bam, bam. You know, a hit for it.
Yo, bread now, man. Shall not live by bread alone. You know that? You're supposed to know that, man.
Today, if I one of them young JPs, they might see there was roasted. You know, they roasted each other.
Yeah.
You understand?
Because Satan had to know. He had to know if he go to Yahushai, nothing is going to come outside,
Right,
right?
say,
Because he already came knowing what he had to do.
Yeah, but had to have a dialogue.
But yeah, he had
So
to.
he had to resist. He had to be tempted. He had to be tempted to resist temptation.
Yeah, and he did.
But remember-
Because remember, when he came as Yahushai, he came in the mindset, even as a child, to do what? Do the will of your father, you know, even as a child. He came with the mindset of, alright, I come here to do this, set up these people, die.
Yeah.
Anything else, I not about. And that's how he lived.
Because that's why you remember how much it was? 3 years? Like when he come into it's like 30 to 33 or something?
Yeah.
So he started ministry when he was 30, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
33,
you see how,
when
see
they-
how fast it was?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but he had also fulfilled the work.
No, he did miracles before,
Yeah.
but I think
But he did
couldn't start
things
in
before.
ministry until
Yeah.
until
'Cause remember, he used to go in the church, he used to go in the temple when he was 12.
The
question,
synagogues,
question
yeah.
the professors
But
and
then
the
his
answer.
purpose was at the age of 30. That's when the Lord was like, no.
Yeah.
No, I think if I'm not mistaken, the age you could have started, you have a ministry was about that, something to that degree was around 30 years
Yeah.
old.
And then he was I think something like that.
Something
Could be
along
wrong,
those
but
lines. Yeah.
something along those
If
lines.
I'm not mistaken.
And then I remember again you have to see it like remember your share life was given was perfect example. You say I live he made the lamb, right? The lamb, remember what the revelation, the lamb that was sacrificed and that's going to your share, that's what people are facing, that's going to your share, right? And that was given that's to show us what we can do. That's why we come in the Passover now, right? We'll do some days from now. And that is a remembrance unto us. The scripture talk about he was the spies of all men. That all these things is things that you remember when you go into the Passover, right? But again, you get to see that when we going back to saying when Satan was sent to the top guns. So remember when Ahab was just a spirit from the left hand side. It was like, right, let me come to, you know. But when he deal with guns like
Sentimental curses, and thing and all the it's another stupid spirit to deal with that.
Yeah.
Let angel go and tell the donkey talk and them kind of things. But you know what I mean? A low ranking.
No, don't say low ranking either. Because he was on the lineup.
No, but it was less than Satan.
Yeah, it was less than Satan.
It was less than Satan. It was more than Satan.
Even the precept telling him, like, look, it says Simon, it says Satan had desire to have you.
Yeah.
That he may sift you like meat.
You know what they say? You know what you think about it? You know they say here, I'm telling you that Satan war you.
Yeah.
Are you crazy about it? Them men didn't know Satan could have been in the midst. So I'm telling you, Satan was safe here and you like,
And you now tell me that? You can tell me that people. That would be my only reaction. You now decide to tell me that really? Now you decide to say that.
he was the UIP had some say.
You make joke now about you say that.
But yeah, I didn't see what Satan is right now. You know? Yeah. We coming, you know? And we see what went on to me later and we went off. You know? You know what I tell him, huh? What you want to say? You tell him what? If I move from behind you, I say that.
Yeah, I
when
miss
you
it,
say, when you
man.
say I go on there,
Yeah,
when
gets
he was
behind
going
me.
to tell them that he would go and die. And he was like, no, whatever. And he was denying it basically.
Okay, so get behind me, Satan.
Get thee behind me, Satan. I'm going to feel bad, eh?
Right, because you think about it, because that would Jake, Because it come like if you're around brothers and a brother tell you something a little rough, you go feel that kind of way.
Yeah,
you know,
you
just
know,
in the end, no?
yeah, of course.
But I
I
remember, as a elder was saying, so this was some years ago, he's like, when you read how Shai was dealing with the apostles, they was hard-headed, you know? They was hard-headed, that was sometimes he had to say 2 to 3 times to them,
God.
you know? He man sleeping on the boat, you understand? Always man are alone, but then they wake up the man from the deep sleep, you understand? And he said to deal with them on the boat, see? When you tell them, Marco, don't want no faith or something like that along those lines, when you come to
Nah.
the scene,
I think he tells me when he try to walk on the water and he going down.
that's something else you tell them when you
What?
wake up.
I don't remember.
When you see what's rough.
I don't remember.
I want to bush it, right? But you see how he was dealing with them now. When you wake up, he was like, come on, what? Well, I'm doing this. Good.
Oh, the Job 19, you know?
No. Still not Job 9. You go back and do your thing.
Remember the 2 Corinthians 4 from 13 on.
4 from 13. Alright.
Yeah.
2 Corinthians 4 verse 13 it say we have the same spirit of faith, according as it is written, I believed and therefore have I spoken. It say we also believe and therefore speak.
Yeah, we believe. You understand? That's why we actually second just so the Bible know it say what them who do the works by which they have believed them basically them is the ones who will be saved, the ones who doing what they're doing and the ones who believe. Because you won't do what you're doing if you don't believe. You understand?
We live by the works and by faith.
Yeah, you understand? That's why I say we believe, so therefore we speak. And when you hear speak, when you think of a conversation, and when you look up conversation, it means what? Your behavior, your way of life. So in other words, speak is your way of life. We believe, therefore, that's why we just live the way we live and keep the holidays the way we're supposed to keep the holidays, or at least attempt to. You understand? That's why we just keep the laws that we could keep. Because we believe, therefore we speak.
And we listen our righteous act. But the conversation, I would say, we talk about the conversation.
Then your conversation be holy.
Yeah, be holy.
Right, that is how I know the word.
Every idle word.
Yeah, you will be judged for every idle word that proceed out of your mouth. But that is how I know the word conversation go back into your mannerisms.
Yeah.
Because I think I was reading that precept and I said, boy, I'm going to look up the word conversation. Because I don't think it's just talk, only talking about. You understand? That is where you come from. It's your mannerisms, your day-to-day life.
Well, because the other thing about that, is like you know, we talk, like, sometimes it might be in a group of men and you're talking. And a man might come, and that's by the way you talk. You don't understand, this man's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, this is our fool.
Yeah, because the mannerisms, the way how you speak is how you act, how you talk. That's why now when you hear somebody talk proper, or you hear them talking in a good way, you don't understand that this man is different, that is more quality, you know? Because the conversation is based upon how he is as a man. So it's your character that I say your mannerisms, you know what I think?
Excess gate and laughter, so a man, something, I forget the precept and so.
Like as brother mentioned, because think about that. If you're talking to somebody and a man coming to the Bible, see for that man wife, you don't know the kind of man he is. Yeah. You understand? You don't know the kind of man, you don't know the character he is. I did show here. This is Matthew 8. I'm just really quick now.
Word,
24 to 26. They say, and behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea, insomuch that the ship was covered with the waves, but he was asleep. And his disciples came to him and awoke him and saying, Lord, save us, we perish. And he sleep there. So verse 26 he was like, he said, and he said unto them, why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith? But you Lord, and like,
you on the boat with the boss and you we go and die. You're like, what's the problem?
Why are ye
fearful?
He said, why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith? Then he arose and rebuked the winds and the sea, and there was a great calm. I tell you, he was cutting them up in the midst.
No, because after all this, he
like,
said,
you were the son of man, Bridget. Like,
what's going on? I can make men see. You worry about this? This is what you worry about. If anything happens to me, I will heal you. What you worry about?
I tell him what I tell wine.
I raised the dead, and this is what you worry about. Yeah. I make the dead walk, and you worry about waves. Really? That's what you're frightened for.
That's the only thing to get vexed with men.
I can understand why he goes on them. It's understandable. After everything I do, we feed 1,000 people with 5 loaf of bread and how much? Less than and less fish. 'Cause one was 2 fish and one was 5 fish.
Yeah,
And one was 5 loaves and one was 7 loaves.
That was twice.
Right?
Two
It's
situations.
twice. One with 5,000 and one
Yeah,
with
it was-
4,000. 4,000 I believe was with the 7 fish and the 5,000 was with the 2 fish or
I
whatever.
don't remember the multitude number.
Nah, no one was 5 and no one was 4. One was more, but all of them was in thousands and the food didn't never look like it was enough. And at the end,
No.
they still got up.
Yeah, and not only that, I think it had enough for people to carry afterwards.
Yes, I
that
was
kind of
telling you,
thing,
afterwards they got
Yeah.
12 baskets of whatever.
Yeah.
You understand? He might be saying, no, all this I do in front of all you. Everything I do, but you ever see a man cut 4 butter bread? How much people you feel? All I do. And let's still come to them about away, but wait.
Like,
Are you for real, right?
There's some people just make a joke about when he cut the bread, right? Because when they see he cut the thin, like a secret and no, it's just
Why, them time when they didn't cut no bread, them time when you break it bread,
But the thing about it is that, how do you see, there's the thing about it, there's the fake coming,
Can't.
you know?
You believe.
You believe.
He prayed, he blessed the bread. They say he prayed, he, not them. The son prayed to the father. Come on, man, that direct link.
And I'm not Christian,
Call
just
the
shit
boss.
in it. That is like real shit.
Correct.
going on.
He called the boss one time. Boss man, you're going on. We have a problem here, right? This is what we need. And I mean,
I
in the beginning was the word, and the word was with power, and the word
Okay.
was power. Who was the word?
That-
He was the word, guys.
That is true manifestation.
Done.
I say, like,
God,
hey, what?
that
Let me make
manifestation.
more bread.
That
out there.
manifestation.
That is true
God.
manifestation.
No, because that is the word, but he is the word. How you
Yes,
can be
right.
You rolling with the word, you know.
Yeah.
You rolling with the command itself, you know.
They said God among us.
Embodiment, you know. That would have been our time,
And
right?
see, there's this
That would
situation
be a chance to be
that shows
honest.
Jacob said the belly too, because even like go back to Moses, when they want to eat, the Lord get them more manna.
Manna, I know them. Hey, that's how we do it.
Yeah, so he get them manna too.
Can you imagine man how it tastes well? And men still crawling for fish.
Manna
But,
was something like what is called a biscuit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, some, I think when I was younger, like in Sunday school, somebody says like them mooncake and them, you know, just getting
Something
big.
like that.
You can
A
imagine.
little
You can imagine how
I don't
nice
know.
that
That's
probably
why I
tastes.
remember them explaining to me as
I'm sure it wasn't repulsive. Like it
Nah,
was.
nah.
Well, we could Google it, we have
But it
Google.
tastes damn
We
good.
could
Remember,
Google it.
Google might give you a conceptual idea, but like for them to actually eat manna, you can imagine how nice that probably tastes.
But what's the angel food was manna in
It's
Esdras?
been your food.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what he
it's
said the
just-
raven, it's not Esdras what he said, the ravens brought angel food unto him. One of them was starving, either Esdras, it's not Esdras,
No.
it's Isaiah.
I know,
One
I
of
know,
them.
I know Ezekiel. Ezekiel was with the crow. The raven or the crow where they bring meat and bread for him.
Well, then is what I'm talking about.
That was one of the things with Ezekiel.
But
When
to have
he was in
something
the
like
cave
that,
and
to have
the
something like
raven
that in
bring it
Esdras,
up.
that's what I believe.
I don't recall it.
Something feeding him or something, so
I don't recall it.
But it was defined as angel's food. I want to know about.
When?
Yeah, go ahead and I'm printing, sir.
Alright.
Yeah, I understand.
I read verse
Look at the last one.
verse 14.
Huh? No? Oh, that was the last. Please, sir. Go ahead.
2 Corinthians 4 verse 14, it said, knowing that he which raised up the Lord Yahushai shall raise up us also by Yahushai and shall present us with you. You understand?
Right. And rise who? As the Almighty Father, He raised up His Son. And we know Him that if He raised up His Son, and He's now a man slack and selling promises, so what? He will raise us up along with Him to do what? To reign with Him. You understand?
What you say? You say those my father gave them me, and no man can pluck them out of my hand.
You know about second Esdras, when you talk about the manna, but Nehemiah too did mention manna too.
Nah, find the precept I'm talking about. Wisdom of Solomon.
Oh, was that something?
I know it doesn't have the Father. I know I read it somewhere. Where it say something, it fulfill every man's delight and something every side. I have it, don't worry. Go get to that. Everybody else. Go ahead.
Was it?
No, it's down to verse 18.
2 Corinthians 4:15, it say, for all things are for your sakes.
All things are for our sake, just like in
2 Corinthians 7.
you know, 5.
He made the world for Israel's sake.
Yeah, 5 and it is not 5, but
Like
6.
7.
56.
Nah, I know the one in 7. It say if they say for Israel's sake was the world created, so something to that degree.
I'm thinking about drop of our bucket is a spittle.
Nah.
Whatever. We do all come from Adam. But
I say address.
right,
Yeah, but
656 or something like that. But go ahead.
um,
But yeah, I know the precept we're talking about. But I think it is after that verse.
nah. You see, for all things are for you, are for your sakes.
All things are
That,
for our
that,
sakes.
that the abundant grace might through the thanksgiving of many redound to the glory of power.
Yeah.
It say, for which cause we faint not.
Yeah, we faint not. You understand? For which cause we do every day we try to do better than we did the day before. You understand? We just always try to progress and not regress in the truth. You understand? For which cause we don't fail. We don't give up. We hold our patience. Regardless of what, everybody lot will be different. Everybody trial will be different. You understand? Everybody affliction would be different. But well, we fail not. That's because we don't fail because we believe. And we acknowledge that, hey, Yahweh raise up Yahweh, He will raise us up also. Go on.
It say, but though our outward man perish,
Though this flesh, as the Job 19 did say,
Okay.
though worms consume my body and skin and so on, if we paraphrase it. But
it say, yet the inward man is renewed day by day.
yeah, the inward man is what we do day by day. By what? By the word. By studying, listening to videos, by doing videos. Keep it in our mind frame. Go ahead.
Verse 17, it says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment,
But for a moment, why? Because a day with the Most High is 1,000 years here. Today, in the Most High eyes, is just a moment like minor affliction, like scriptures talk about. Don't be afraid of them who can only kill the body. You understand? Be afraid of who could kill the body and cast the soul into hell. You understand? Like the most they could do, is destroy your body. What?
it say, work it for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory.
Yeah, far more exceeding eternal. We're talking about eternal, it's forever. But
It say, why we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen.
because
It say, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
yeah, so everything in this world has an end. The same way it have a beginning, the exact same way it have and will come to an end.
Now I say what the fashion is will pass it away.
Can't. Well,
Use the
and
word
Lord
but not
stand
abuse it.
forever.
Can.
You understand? The word will stand forever. You understand? Yahweh Shai will stand forever. The things that are not in the kingdom to come will stand forever. Because you realize our kingdom you can't see, right? You see nobody mashing up building and putting up big sign coming soon. No, you realize that it do all that. So what it reach, just know it's the state. Right? But we can't have that without the destruction first, and that is what we patiently waiting on. The downfall of the system. You understand? So with that, we want to give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakabadash.
once again double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the brothers and the forefathers that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Until next time, Shalom.
Shalom.